Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Pearson, your elementary ELL teacher. Today we're going to do an informative retell for first grade journeys, lesson 1, and the text, What is a Pal? Written and photographed by Nina Cruz. You're going to tell me the main idea. What is the text mostly about? And we're going to talk about 4 important details from the text. But first, we're going to do our turn and talk routine where I'm going to show you a picture and ask you a question from the text, and you're going to think about your answer. Then if you have a partner at home, you can pair up with them, or I can be your partner. And then I want you to share your thinking out loud using a complete sentence. So let's review our vocabulary and sight words. Do you remember this word? Play. Play means to do things that are fun. Play. Number 2, be. Tells what or where something is. Be. 3, and you can repeat the word after me. Connects 2 words also. And. Number 4, help. Help means give or do something for someone. Help. Number 5, with. With means together. With. Number 6, you. You means the person who is being spoken to. You. Number 7, pal. What is a pal? A pal is a friend, someone that you enjoy spending time with. Pal. Number 8, fun. What is fun? Something that brings joy, happiness, and playfulness. Fun. So our learning target for this lesson is I can tell the main topic and key details of the text, What is a pal? Using pictures and words. So main topic is similar to main idea. What was this passage mostly about? Our other learning target is I can listen and take turns when I'm having a conversation about the text. So make sure that you listen to what I am saying. And if you have a partner at home, take turns as you're talking about the text. Success criteria. That means how will you know you're successful at telling the main topic and key details of the text? And how will you know you're successful at listening and taking turns? Well, here's our steps to success. So in our lesson, number 1, we're going to answer the talk about it questions. So each of the 4 pictures from the text will have some questions, and I want you to answer them. Number 2, I will circle the author's purpose of the passage. Remember, the author's purpose is easy as pie. So why did the author write the text, What is a pal? Was it to persuade you, inform you, or entertain you? Number 3, I will write what the text is mostly about. And 4, I will write or match 1 to 2 detail sentences to each retelling picture. We'll do that together. And 5, I will write or match what the author wants us to learn. That's sort of similar to the author's purpose. What does the author, the author's the person that wrote the text, what does the author want us to learn? So let's review our turn and talk rules. If you have a partner at home, number 1, eye to eye and knee to knee. Number 2, first one person talks, the other person listens. But if I'm your partner, make sure you're listening to the questions. And when it's your turn, you're going to talk and say your answer out loud in a complete sentence. But don't talk too long on your turn, or your partner will not have time to have a turn. So for each question or answer, you can either agree with me or your partner, and you can say, I agree with you because, and tell me why. Or you can disagree and say, I disagree with you because, and say why. So you may agree with me, or you may disagree with me or your partner, and that's okay. But just say why. So our first talk about it question on using our retelling picture, it's on page um, 18 of our text. So what do you notice in this picture? Who is in the picture? What are they doing? Think about that for a minute. Who is in the picture and what are they doing? Well, first of all, I see two children, a boy and a girl. And what are they doing? It looks like they're playing. It looks like they might be playing tag or some sort of chasing game. And I can tell they're having fun just by looking at their faces. So here's your question. What are some games that pals play? Remember, a pal is a friend. So what are some games that a friend or a pal play? So in your answer, you can say some games that pals play are, and try to think of two. Some games that pals play, are, so say your answer out loud. All right, so some games that pals play are tag, like you see in the picture, and hide and seek. Or you could have said some games that pals play are Monopoly and Uno. Number two, you could find this retelling card on page 21 of our textbook. Look at the picture closely and think, who is in the picture and what are they doing? Well, I see it looks like a parent or a dad and a child or a girl, probably his daughter. And what are they doing? It looks like they're at a petting zoo and they're petting an animal. And I can tell that they're having fun just by looking at their faces. They're smiling. So here's your question. Why can a dad be a good pal? Why can a dad, because there's a dad in this picture, why can a dad be a good pal or friend? So you can answer in a complete sentence. A dad can be a good pal because, a dad can be a good pal because, and tell me why. Say it out loud. Well, a dad can be a good pal or a good friend because they know their child, their son or their daughter. And because they know you, they know what you like. And you can enjoy spending time with your dad. And that's what good pals do. They spend time together. And it looks like these two are enjoying their time together. Number three, look at this retelling picture. You can find it on page 22 of our textbook, in our Journeys textbook. And I want you to look closely. Who is in the picture? And what is happening in the picture? What are they doing? Well, I would say I see two children in the picture, and they look like they're reading a book together. And they're in the library because I see a lot of books in the background. So your question is, how are the pals in the picture having fun? How are these two pals or friends having fun? So you can say the pals are, what are they doing and why are they having fun? The pals are Well, the pals, just like I said when we were talking about who's in the picture and what are they doing, the pals are reading a book together and they're having fun reading the book. I can tell just by looking at their faces. They have smiles, they're looking closely, and they're both holding on to the book. So I know they're having fun. So here's our last picture. Look at this picture. Who is in the picture and what's happening? You can find it in our textbook and reread page 25. And here's your first picture question. Our talk about it question. Do you think the children in this picture are pals? Are they friends or pals? Why or why not? So you can say, I think they are pals because, and tell me why. Or I think they are not pals because. So say it out loud. I think they are or are not pals because. Well, just looking at their faces, I think they are pals because they're smiling, they're playing together. And when you're with your pal or friend, you are having a good time, and pals play together and they enjoy each other's company. So, number two, what do you like to do with your pals? What do you like to do with your pals or your friends? You can say, I like to blank with my pals or friends. I like to finish your thinking, say it out loud. I like to, well, with my friends, I like to go to coffee or go out to dinner with my pal. I also like to take walks with my pals. And I like to spend time with my pals. So there's lots of things that children can do with their friends and adults can do with their friends. Okay, so the author's purpose is all about PIE. It's an acronym PIE, persuade. When an author, that's the person that wrote the story or the book, the author tries to get you to do something or believe what he or she is saying. For example, this pie is so delicious you will want to buy one right now. Or pies are on sale today for $3.99. What a great price. So, author may write the book to inform. Inform. I stands for inform. The author gives you information about a topic. For example, the average American eats 6 slices of pie each year. Pie has been around since the ancient Egyptians. So, did the author write the book to inform you or give you information? Or did the author write the book to entertain? The author tells us a story that we will enjoy. For example, one day I was picking blue blackberries for a pie, and a big hairy bear snuck up behind me. Or an author might write a book or a story to explain. The author gives us directions or steps on how to do something like a cookbook. For example, first, here's the steps. First, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Next, place the pie crust in a pan. Add apple, sugar, and cinnamon and bake for 40 minutes. So to explain, meaning to give directions or steps on how to do something. So main idea. The main idea is what a text is mostly about, remember, or main topic. Look at the title or pictures. So our title would be What is a Pal? And we looked at pictures. Sometimes the main idea is in the first and last sentence of a paragraph. And look for clue words repeated over and over. So here's our informative retell that we're going to do together. If you were at school in person in the classroom, I would give you a copy of this worksheet, and we would cut and paste and fill this out together, but we're going to do it together on the screen. So retell of what is a pal. So the author wrote the text to, why did the author write what is a pal? Did the author write the text to persuade, to convince you that the best way to be a pal is to play tag and go to the zoo and read books and climb trees? Is that why the author wrote what is a pal? Or the author wrote the text to inform, to give you information about what it means to be a pal, to give you more information? Or did the author write the text to entertain the reader, which means tell a funny story about pals? So why did the author write the text, what is a pal? To persuade, inform, or entertain you? What do you think? It's inform. The author wrote the text to inform, to give us information. It's right there in the title. What is a pal? How can you be a pal? So it is mostly about how to be a, what is it mostly about? It is mostly about how to be a mom, how to be a dad, how to be a sister, how to be a brother, or how to be a pal. Yes, it's mostly about how to be a pal. So I'm going to skip down to the very bottom, because when I have you do this in class, we always cut out these three pictures and we choose what is the text mostly about, and then we're going to write the conclusion. In conclusion, the author wants us to learn about how to be a student, how to be a daughter, or how to be a pal. In conclusion, the author wants us to learn about how to be a pal. All right, so here are 4 details. Remember these 4 pictures? Or facts that support the main idea, how to be a pal. So let's look at the first picture. Do you remember this first picture? First, what's going on in this picture? First, pals can run and play tag. Notice I highlighted these words because these were our vocabulary and sight words. Read it with me. Pals can run and play tag. Is that what they're doing in the picture? Yes. Second, what's going on here? Who is in the picture? What are they doing? A dad can help you and be a pal too. Remember, there was a dad in this picture. Read it again. A dad can help you and be a pal too. Third, what do we notice in this picture? You can spend time reading with a pal. Remember, these pals were enjoying a book together? Read it with me. You can spend time reading with a pal. And then fourth, here's our fourth detail. These pals play with each other and have fun climbing a tree. So I'm going to reread this and you can read along with me. Retell of what is a pal. The author wrote the text to inform the reader. It is mostly about how to be a pal. Here are 4 details or facts that support the main idea. First, pals can run and play tag. Second, A dad can help you and be a pal too. Third, you can spend time reading with a pal. And fourth, these pals play with each other and have fun climbing a tree. In conclusion, the author wants us to learn about how to be a pal. Thank you, boys and girls, for doing the oral and written retell with me. And I hope you had fun and have a great day.